All right. Now we are actually here and can go do whatever it is we feel like doing. Probably just getting money and hoping Tenexian's around so we can update him on stuff finally. There's no fire. So nobody's actively here. We're gonna check the board. And then I'm gonna go to Blackwater. Ooh, they're new. Gold bars, pigs, bank bonds, cow, goat, and sheep. Who just saw what? There's a snake here somewhere. Cool. We need to dip in to the hotel room anyway. Because there's probably still a cigar. Which is going to Mr. Quentin, if he is here. I wonder who we will see. To whoever is watching. My thing tells me there's one person watching currently. Thank you for being here. Maybe there's more than one viewer. In which case, thank you for being here, however many of you are here. I appreciate the fact that the thing tells me there's at least one person. Because it means I'm not sitting here talking to myself. Which tonight I'm not truly sitting here talking to myself anyway. I have somebody sitting here in the room with me who sometimes watches. But she is making a Lego set at the moment, not necessarily paying attention. Which is okay. It's actually somewhat preferable, I think. Like, if you're comfortable enough to be hanging out with somebody else and neither of you are doing the same thing. Like, you can do stuff together, but you don't have to. It's cool to just kind of live life in proximity to other people, I think. There's a whole wagon. Now, when I logged in, there was like 150 people on the server. So there are people around somewhere, even if I don't know where they are. There's the Telegram notification. Which is hopefully Tenixian. Might be Hades. Could be Minnie. Could be Everett. Could be any number of folk. It is Huxley. Sounds like you've been busy. Everett. We need Mr. Quentin. There's a funny tendency of certain people to just put in "around" in the Telegram title. Just to be like, hey, I'm here and I'm around. Don't know if you are or not. But in case you wake up, I am here. Hello, my friend. Not somebody I recognize. Now we go to Flatneck. After we grab a stew. Because I need to do that. I forgot that was the last thing I did yesterday. Thank you for the follow, Verse Mama. So Lang, Abdul has not seen Quentin since Saturday after the auction, I think. Tenixian, kind of behind the curtain, has been checking out the launch of the new server Prodigy RP, which is another Red M server. It's got a lot more emotes and stuff. So Abdul has sent like 5 or 6 telegrams at various times to Quentin. At this point, I don't even fully remember what all of them say. I know I have definitely not told him about what Pavel did in Limpany yesterday. I have not told him what Cecil told Abdul in Thieves last night. I don't think I told him about the possible sale to Ev. There's been pretty clear, like, Quentin has been very like, I want each member to kind of be able to be independent of everybody else. Yes, Mama is like, oh. Hi, Mom. That makes sense that you would choose that as your Twitch name. That's cool. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. We are talking business with M. Lang here. Yeah, I appreciate it. The follow is real helpful. Having people to chat to as well while I'm just riding around is great. Some people are following the story like Lang and ask whether I've done certain things, talked to certain people, etc. Some people are just like, what are you doing? I don't understand this. And some people are like, wow, what is this? And I just kind of get to explain stuff as I go. Yeah, Lang, we have not seen Quentin to tell him anything. We've just sent him a whole slew of no, they're normal horses. We've just sent him a whole slew of telegrams. It's a big old map, Mom. Like, I'm currently going here, but I'm stopping at this little envelope here first. You can actually ride in this game for a good half hour to an hour if you really want to. It's part of why the horse mechanics are so detailed. They've made some changes for the modded server. In the base game, there's a little bit of a mechanic where it's like, hey, if you get a new horse, you have to spend time with it, you have to feed it, you have to brush it, etc. in order to up its affinity for you, and that'll boost its like health and how much stamina it has and stuff. But for the modded server, they've just like, whoop, your horse automatically likes you right away. But there's stuff in the base game, like if you go to look in the saddlebag of a horse that belongs to somebody else, which is pretty easy to do, depending on the positioning of that horse's ears, you can tell how they feel about you. If they're cocked forward, they're fine. If they're back, it's like a step off or I'm gonna kick you. And if you loot the saddlebag, sometimes they do just that, and then we'll just kick you. So they've paid a lot of attention to some things. Right now I'm riding a steel gray Breton. Her name is Circuit, which is like a vaguely Egyptian related thing. There's no horse here. Quentin is probably not here at the moment. I'm gonna cheat a little bit and just look at my messages. Tenixian is online, at least on Discord. So if he could be playing, he doesn't tend to stream Quentin. I'm gonna go over to Limpany, just because I know he has a tendency to be there sometimes. And because it's so close to Flatneck. But yeah, the whole part of the whole goal I even got on this evening. There does not seem to be a fire in Limpany. Some crazy stuff has happened in Limpany. I don't know if people will actually be around here anymore. But Abdul has no way of knowing most of that. Yeah, it's deserted. Sheesh. There ain't nobody here. So we're gonna go to Valentine. And I'm gonna try this thing that Rexy, who plays Cecil Younger, told me about the other night. Apparently, if you get on the road and you get going, and then you turn on a cinematic camera, it just gallops for you. So my hands are fully not on the keyboard right now. And it just goes until it either runs into some reason it would not, like wolves, or you arrive where you're going. So we just gonna go and see what happens. So yeah. So we're going to Valentine because I know that's where Quentin's hotel room is. This is pretty, actually. It is also where Hades stays or has stayed. She may have moved. I don't know. I currently have a little bit more info probably than anybody that's been watching my stream, just because last night after Cecil dropped that bomb on Abdul that he was no longer going to be riding with Pavel, I actually, when I got off, I bounced over to Rexy's stream. Rexy plays Cecil, of course. And we're going to drop that. We have no telegram. There's people, but not people. Oh, Beatrice and Chester? I don't remember his name. I don't know. We're going to walk in and check the telegrams and then go up that way toward the rest of the main body of town. Hello, my friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello.
Yeah, I mean, now
Tiki Raba. I know who this person is, but I've never met him. So the telegram that I have was from like 3 hours ago from Quentin.
Hades and people just kind of marching through the town or something. I can't remember what was happening. It was a lot of craziness.
I heard Hades' name. Abdul is not super nosy, but if he hears the name of one of his friends, he's kind of immediately like, what happened? Did somebody get hurt? I hope somebody didn't get hurt. Hades is relatively important to Abdul. She's one of his good friends. It's funny that she goes by Hades, but she goes by Hades Walter Harbinger, so... there does not... why did that happen?
You okay, Abdul?
Yes, I am well, my friend. Just the horse being
Goodness, are you okay?
silly. I am quite good, yes, thank you.
Yeah, they seem to like that porch.
Evidently, it is a problem.
Yeah, I'm headed out.
Oh,
It was
okay.
very nice to see you, and I should be back at
Thank
some
you for
point.
your
So
concern,
if you
my
need
friend, though.
anything, you can send me a telegram.
Yep.
Yes.
Glad to hear you're okay.
Yes, I will. I will. Thank
Indeed.
you, Clara. Really.
Of course.
You,
How are you?
Have
Are
a
you
good day
well?
now.
It's really nice to see you.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just about to
Yeah,
lay
you
my
too.
head down.
Okay.
Oh, good,
Come
good.
back
Enjoy your
soon.
nap.
Of course.
Thank you. You have a good day now.
You as well?
Mm.
That could be Fuse. Is it, though? If Hades is here, she's in the Taylor. She could be next door. We got off pretty well from the horse, like slipping off the porch and just dumping us. No. We're gonna go back to the telegram station. So the place that Hades actually stays, I think, is this green building. But I don't actually know where the room to rent is. If she's around, we'll catch up at some point, probably. In the meantime, we're gonna go back by the front. Oh, there's a doctor, maybe. Probably. It is not, but he is by the telegram office, I believe.
Okay.
Multiple people have said that we look similar.
Yep. Okay.
There's a guy that looks, his complexion is almost the same. He has a different mustache, but we both have shaved heads, and our clothing choice is different. Gideon tends to run around without a hat, but his face looks very different from mine. The problem is that we both wear glasses sometimes. Mine are like sunglasses, though. And when Gideon is wearing his Quentin could be here now. That could be Quentin's horse.
Yeah.
Just go out here somewhere.
All right.
Hello, Mr. Quentin.
I believe I just sent you a telegram.
I believe you did. Well, I did not see you there. I thought perhaps I would come to Valentine and see. Well, shall we ride together then?
Yep, sure thing.
Quentin is who we do business with. I guess he's still inside. Oh, there he is. Oh, it's bubbling. That's why. I trust you had a good weekend. Whatever it was that you were.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. Been around for a bit today. Already had some discussions with some potential clients. So what was that?
Very good. Have you encountered anyone from Limbany?
Not today. Well, I mean, I bumped into Mr. Pavel, and Mr. Perry is hanging around the town right now. Sounds like Mr. Pavel has had a busy weekend.
Yes, indeed. Between the scene yesterday that he created and I think its ramifications, he's in an interesting spot now.
I don't know if it's any different of a spot than it was before.
Well, perhaps a less sure one. He cut a fellow down in town claiming he was a spy. Did it with members of the Dead End gang and 10-ton gang, I think, right there. And it may have earned him some respect from them, but I think it got some people to thinking, and Cecil Younger at least has stopped riding with Pavel, it seems. Or so he told me last night.
For chopping somebody in the back for being a rude boy.
No, I do not know the fellow. It was, I believe it was someone who had come to town to do with a woman who had a meeting with Pavel, but she did not show up for. And the fellow thought he would come with to protect her in some way. But when she did not show up, it was just him. And Pavel accused him of being a spy and cut him down.
From what I've heard, that this person was apparently coming in with Adrena McKinley, sister of Jesse and Raymond McKinley.
Perhaps,
Well, both of them say rude boys.
I unfortunately never caught her identity, nor the other man, so I can't really confirm or deny, but that would make sense as to why Mr. Pavel acted the way that he did.
Yes, sir. So, what you got for me?
No, I have quite a bit. Do you remember the list? I don't have it with me, but
Yeah, I
tell
remember
you
most of
things.
it.
I have.
Well, let's walk to the sink, because I'm dirty as hell.
Sure.
Wash my face off. And then...
I have a
then
few
I'll tell 'em what
confirmed.
it's for me.
I have a few confirmed items as to who they belong to and whether the person wants them back. If I believe you would have seen the telegram where I said that I talked to the Dirty Boys a bit, sort of primed them for your say-so.
Yes, I do recall this. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So the snub-nosed elephant rifle belonged to Squeaky Pete,
Yes.
and he and Harry said that the Prophet's Blade would potentially be of interest to Zip, although they did not say why. I gave them the list to take with them back to Van Horn.
Right.
And they identified the Golden Freedom, the Litchfield, as a Mills gun. Everett Thompson later told me it was Mills Fuller, I believe the man's name was.
Milliken Fuller.
Yes, Milliken Fuller, that was it. Multiple people thought they had heard of one or two guns. Wicked Game and Love is Blind, both Cecil Younger and Wayne Castle thought they recognized the names, but could not confidently identify them. Pavel thought Meet Me in Valentine QA 051, the Navy, sounded familiar, but came up blank with the telegram he actually checked for me.
Hmm.
Several people identified the son number 2 as being connected with, and I only got some of the names. This was from Everett Thompson and Faith. Cleo Hell or Heller, something along those lines. Benjamin Thatcher and Holly Harper. All 3, I believe, are deceased, but it's associated with them in some way.
All right.
And then the 2 of actual interest, potentially to us, at least in terms of monetary gain. Summer's Blood and Catclaw, respectively, belong to Violet and August.
Yes, I do remember that.
And Violet will pay to get them back, if possible.
Okay.
Additionally, I made a purchase of quite a few gems from Miss Soul. I believe she did a bank with the bastards, perhaps.
Hold on. Say it again. Run that back.
I made a purchase of some gems from Miss Soul.
Yes. Okay.
I think she had maybe done a bank and was just trying to get rid of them. 9 rubies, 8 sapphires, 2 diamonds, and 3 emeralds. I gave her 1,100, which I believe was $5 under. She threw in a gem pouch and was more than happy with it. I made an offer to Everett Thompson, just letting him know I had a stick of dynamite for sale if he wanted it. He's asked me how much. It has gone no further. I have told him how much. Perhaps if I hear back from him, if he wakes up this evening, something may come of that. And Marius Cicero of the Bowser Boys telegrammed me with interest in paying me and receiving the gold back. But so he seems to be a man of his word, at least in some way. But we have not yet connected on that front.
Okay. Well, I believe I recall reading this on your telegrams.
Mm-hmm. Additionally, and this would be new as of last night, Cecil Younger is looking for a few navies, if he can get them. He and a friend got picked up and lost theirs. But I think that's most of... Oh, and Esteban said to tell you that they're thinking Cinco de Mayo for the auction.
Yes, I do remember
I
that
forgot
as well.
about that.
That is in telegram as well.
Yes. Most of it, I believe, I telegrammed you shortly after receiving the information. The telegram operator in Blackwater is quite happy with me at the moment.
All right, okay.
Bribery
Well, I
and all
mean, like I said, good work. You certainly put in the elbow grease.
Well, at least one of those was a nice coincidence. I happened to wake up the other day and Squeaky Pete was being brought into Thieves. He had fallen from a horse. And lo and behold, one of the 3 Dead End gang was just on the doorstep, willing to speak. So,
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Or dynamite, like a fuse.
Mr. Cicero did also ask if we got more dynamite to let him know. I said I would do so and did not tell him that I currently have 2 because we would like at least that many in reserve, I think you said.
Sure, yeah, I mean, one was to sell, the other
Mhm.
was to, in case of emergency situations.
Indeed.
So, I mean, you could tell them if you got one to sell.
Well, I have told Mr. Thompson, and I will carry through with that, I think, first.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Okay. You seen Hades recently?
The most recent day I've seen her was yesterday. She was well at that point, but I've not seen her yet today. I've only been awake for a half hour, perhaps.
Okay, just make it short. There's some folks looking for her just to do business with her, nothing violent, so I think it should be
Good.
all right.
Who, if I might ask? Just in case I run into him, I can tell her.
Somebody named, he looked like a street urchin. Fuck, what was his name? It was... Shit. It was really, Jed, not Jasper. It's on the tip of my tongue. What is that name?
Jordan?
Yes, Jordan.
Yes,
that's it.
Mr. Jordan. I have met Mr. Jordan. He sold us a wagon a few days back, actually.
A wagon?
Yes, I don't know if he'd stolen it or if he'd rented it, but he sold it to Hades for $100.
Oh,
We used
okay.
it to run a bit of shine. So, actually, that we used it to move her to Valentine, and then it broke on us. We were going to use it for shine, and did not get the chance.
I see. All right, well, yeah, he was scampering around looking for her. He was in Limpany about an hour ago now.
He seems an honest fellow.
Do he?
Well, in so much as anyone we interact with seems honest.
Sure, yeah, I guess so.
I've done a tiny bit of legwork in terms of who we might consider for security versus various outsourcing of jobs. Cecil obviously is bannerless, so to speak. He said essentially that he felt like he was being treated as a hired gun but not being paid for it. What I gathered from that was he would have preferred to be told what was going on and to what end he was being told to do certain things, or be financially recompensed in some way. I mentioned, well, we might have some work, but it would be hired gun work, and he said, well, as long as I'm paid for it, I'm not worried about that. So he might be somebody to consider. He's well familiar with violence and so forth. Additionally, do you know the name Minnie? Also goes by Nobody?
No.
Right. I met her up near Wallace Station with Hades. She is a accomplished bank robber and can carry out acts of violence, though she prefers mostly revenge rather than actually just going out and wreaking havoc. She and a friend of hers went on a job for Mr. Pavel with Slick Rick and Clint a few days ago, and she mentioned not being thrilled with how out of pocket the Dirty Boys can be. Apparently they went after someone with a hatchet, a machete. She may be the sort that could be relied upon for some things. I've gotten her telegram. And she has a friend named Robin who is new to the crossing, unknown mostly, but sort of inclined towards similar things, I guess.
I see. All right. Okay. Good to keep these folks in mind. Yeah, I apologize, like I said before, for not being around
No, it's just fine.
every single day.
Things come up. I just happen to be a little more available than others. I've not seen or heard from Winston since the auction, so I hope he is well.
Well, like I said, he has a lot of business doing out of state. I don't know how on and off it is, how consistent it will be, but I mean, when Winston does get to come around, he does a lot of work in a small amount of time. I mean,
Sure.
he's relied upon. It's just we won't be seeing him too often, I think. But he's definitely a money maker. I mean, he
Indeed.
rounds up a bunch right auction, I heard.
There was an interesting occurrence last night. Sorry, another thing. This is connected, I promise. The reason this occurred in my head is because Esteban came through Thieves at some point and we spoke. He mentioned, and I don't know if he told you this or not, one of the items that they've come into keeping for the auction seems to be a gem pouch that belonged to Mr. Jack Kettleman. He said there are a few there are a few emeralds potentially inside. He dropped this like it was very big news, and I've heard the name Kettleman before, but I imagine it would mean more to folk who have perhaps been around a little longer than I.
Kettleman is also before my time, but rest assured I have heard the name plenty.
Mm.
There is there's only one name who is larger than life than the Kettleman last name, and that would be Bartleby, who is now deceased. So, rumors are Mr. Kettleman might be dead too, or he just locked up in Siska, but ain't no confirmations.
Indeed, indeed. The other piece, the reason that came up, when I saw Esteban in Thieves, he was with Nate, Cecil, and Grover, and they went west because there was a group of about 10 law sitting a bit outside of Thieves, keeping an eye toward the west. They seemed to be watching for someone. I think it was maybe the Remnant. I spoke with the Remnant, told them that group was there, and the Remnant, I think, rounded up a few civilians and went to go check out whatever it was. I don't know what happened afterward, but it seems to me that to some degree our reputation is preceding us. That when they rode up on me, it seemed as though they were going to either rob me or perhaps take me with them, until they realized that it was I, Abdul-Qadir, and they said, "Oh, it is Abdul. He's fine. Let's keep going." And at which point I engaged them and spoke with them. But it is good that at least some people are realizing that we are businessmen and...
Yeah, I know where
Yes.
you're going. How much you told the Dirty Boys about the potential job for them?
I told them there was Mr. Rockwell and that he was out of Kerrigan Ranch, but I knew nothing more. You would have to fill them in beyond that. And I said there are 2 particular weapons we would like to get our hands on, the Cat Claw and the Summer's Blood. I did not... I basically said just hold until you hear from Mr. Quinton. That was about the extent of it.
I see. Well, there's a second group that come to me that I've done business with today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm most likely going to send them on that job.
Very well. That's fine.
Only because the Dirty Boys have more wild cards. And
Indeed.
I don't know
Indeed.
their proclivity for squeezing somebody over a long period of time. And these folks I spoke with today seemed keen on it. We settled on a price of paying them $500 per head.
Very good.
And I said we could probably do that. I want this to be a slow roll thing. I don't want this to be
Certainly.
you ride up, you point guns at them, you say, "Give us the guns," because it ain't going to work, right?
It won't. Not with
So-
Mr. Rockwell.
I said we settled on 500 every 2 weeks, as long as they keep it up. If they don't happen to get any sort of information on the guns or unable to do anything with it, I pay them a little less. But as long as they're getting paid.
Sure.
But they are also waiting on me to pull the trigger. So they're not going to do anything yet. Maybe they'll scout around. Maybe they'll feel things out of the ranch. But
Sure.
they ain't going to actually do anything until I give them the go ahead. Because I don't want Mr. Rockwell is in the spotlight right now. He bought $23,000 worth of guns.
Yes, he did.
There are probably more people that just as pissed off.
You got an actual number to next
thing
I mean, I know you were there.
Is
But
sick of 6 folks to harass him if he's already being harassed by 2 or 3 other folks at the same time.
quite.
So what we should do now, you and me and Winston and Annie, is try to find out the temperature of the ranch over there. See if Mr. Rockwell is having any issues with people, seeing if he's getting harassed constantly, whether it be picked up on the side of the road just because of who he is or other shit, yeah.
Sure. I'm not sure how we would go about doing that, but yes, that sounds wise.
Mr. Rockwell, I know does bartending over at the saloon in Blackwater, yeah.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he does Blackwater bartending. He, of course, helps run Kerrigan's Ranch as well. They hold a barbecue, I think, every Saturday or Sunday, whichever one.
Ah.
So it wouldn't be hard because they invite a whole bunch of folks to the barbecue there, yeah.
Certainly.
To maybe 10, maybe you said you got invited by somebody or, whatever. Just don't think it'd be too hard. We just can't be too obvious about it. We'll see if we got any friends who are friends with them and, or at least 10 barbecues or something like that, yeah.
That sounds wise.
Yep. But yeah, like I said, before I stick some folks on them to put the squeeze on, we should really find out if there's already other people putting the squeeze on.
I agree. I agree. There's also because we have now showed the list to a few different gangs, so they are aware that Mr. Rockwell has this pile of munitions.
Yeah, exactly. So who knows? Some folks, since we've already dangled the bait, might even just try to do it for free without realizing it.
True, true.
Yes, I gave a list of guns I would be interested in for Mr. Rockwell's possession from the from this unnamed as of yet outfit. So they are aware of the
This
weapons
other
as
group,
well.
sure.
Yeah. I think what we give the Dirty Boys is we just give them a list of guns that we're looking for. We're looking to buy up a bulk stock of weaponry. I think they'd be more than keen on that sort of thing.
I think they could do it very easily.
Yeah. And it sounds like more up their alley. They seem more the impulsive, pull somebody over, take the guns, and keep going.
I agree.
Okay.
Do we have any navies at the moment?
No, that is number one priority. We need navies, Litchfield, Lancaster, in that order.
Very good.
And then Schofield, and whatever else people can scrounge up.
Sure, sure.
I'm thinking,
Sorry, I forgot I had this for you.
No, thank you. I was actually out. So I think I drew up that priority list just like that. Say, we'll give the Dirty Boys a finite amount, yeah. Say,
Sure.
you know, we'll pay this much for 5 navies, clean, and however many Litchfields, you know, maybe 2 or 3 Litchfields.
Sure.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's simple as, you know, it ain't gonna be most complicated work.
Mm-hmm.
And
It
you,
doesn't
of
need
course,
to
you
be,
know, you let them know that we always sell low. So if they ever have need of quick weaponry and they don't want to go pick somebody up for it, don't want any paper trail back towards them,
Sure.
we could always sell them back to them for cheaper.
Indeed, indeed. Well, very good. I have quite a bit of shine floating around. That is most of what 80s and I have been doing over the past 2 days. Sometimes with Joe Johnson, who is not a dirty boy, but he's also not a dirty boy.
Mm-hmm.
And with Cecil and Wayne the other day.
All right. Okay.
So
That sounds good. What was I thinking? Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think it's more fun. You know, if you catch the Dirty Boys before me, which is most likely at this point, just
Sure,
really erratic schedule. You let them know. Like I said, 5 navies.
indeed.
You know, however much you got money for. You know, just give them the thumbs up. You know, say you got navies, we want them. You got Litchfields, we want them.
Indeed.
Lancasters, Litchfields, we both paying the same for both of those.
Sure. That's what is it? 180 and 300 respectively.
For stock,
I
yeah.
believe. Yes, for stock. I shall need to get a wagon of some sort at some point for the storage potential.
You need to transfer anything over to my wagon?
I suppose you could take possession of the gem pouch, perhaps.
Or if you need the space, that's what I mean.
Not really. Most of it is just stuff that I'm in process of dealing with. Well, yes, no, not stuff that I just need to give you. No.
Okay, all right. But if you do,
Most of it is dynamite related.
right? Yeah, I can imagine actually. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different little things that go into that.
Yes, indeed. Unfortunately, and you can't keep blasting caps together, or fuses, or any of the sort. So it's simpler just to have piles of what you need to make them into,
Right.
with the exception of shotgun shells, because those just take up an entire box. Takes up a lot of space anyway.
Yeah, makes sense. You have a hotel room in Thieves still?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
It seems good to just have someone near the job board there because people come through all the time, so it's easy to find one of us if need be. And if it's me,
Absolutely.
I seem to be around a bit more than you or Mr. Winston at the moment, simply because of scheduling. So,
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
convenience, my friend.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Okay. Well, that's about all the business I can think of. It's this group with Guy LaFleur and them. They ain't come up with a name yet, but there's a woman who gave me details named Locke with an E. And
Like Mr. Winston, all right.
yes, actually. And there's Guy LaFleur. The other ones, they weren't exactly tight-lipped, but they didn't volunteer nothing. So.
Quieter, sure.
But they apparently have a full retinue of bare minimum 6 folks that can carry out the task if need be. So
Very good.
it would be $3,000 every 2 weeks once we do set them on, Mr. Rockwell. If we're still feeling to go through with it,
Sure, if he's not hidden them already. Yay! His TeamSpeak crashed. Which he's now probably going to deal with.
like I was saying, I think I might be more than willing to, at this point, depending on how fast Mr. Rockwell moves, I might be more liable to hire a bunch of fucking treasure hunters to go searching around
Yes,
the crossing.
indeed. Oh, well, we know at least one.
Yeah,
So
we do know, yeah, it's true. I mean, the more odds we get on that, the better. The thing is, we can trust Saul to want to give those guns over.
true.
My trepidation on hiring somebody to go treasure hunting and they find something they won't want to give up.
Right. Like
No.
that pump shotgun.
Yeah, that too. Well, I think.
Although if someone finds the pump shotgun treasure hunting, I'm not sure we have the capital at the moment to convince them to give it away.
No. Well, we ain't interested in the first place. But the way Mr. Rockwell's treasure hunting goes, he puts a riddle in the newspaper. So
Does he?
if he's burying the pump shotgun, he's probably going to put a riddle up for it.
Sure.
That'd be my assumption. I don't think anyone's just going to bump across that one.
So perhaps there is a degree of we could even keep our own eyes peeled and hopefully
yeah.
get some sort of a hint, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's plenty of folks in the crossing who enjoy participating in Mr. Rockwell's treasure hunting.
Sure, I imagine. Especially if it gets out that he's bought most of a gun auction. Who knows what could be in there?
Yeah, that's true. So I imagine he's most likely going to be speedily burying as much as he can, at least. But anyways, I think that's really about the sum of it. I don't think I got too much else.
Very good. I'm hoping to find more jobs for Nitro. We shall see. I believe, I don't know this for sure, but I think Mr. Jesse Gold may be in Sisika once more. I heard something about him being shot and arrested again, but I cannot confirm it.
Okay.
But scuttlebutt is that the folk in Limpany got a hold of a rude boy over the weekend, Saturday night perhaps, and shot him, which, while ultimately Pavel's decision seems to have been influenced by folk outside of Limpany who have been around but not necessarily contributing, and Hades seemed to think he may have upset someone who was part of that group who argued against it. I don't know which rude boy it was. She thought maybe Rudy, but Cecil has said it was maybe someone else.
Well, it don't matter. None of our business.
No, of course not. But I do believe the McKinleys may want peace, which is an interesting development if true. We might actually be able to do some business with the rude boys in the future if they wish. I do not know them. I know them only by reputation. So, obviously, by your expression, perhaps you would think differently, and I trust your judgment over my own at this point.
Well, here's the thing, Abdul. They want peace when the heat's on. They don't want peace whenever the heat's off. You know, if there's 6 shooters after them, there's only 3 of them around. Of course, they want peace. If there's 6 shooters for them, and there's only 3 of the people they're looking around for, of course, they don't care. Then they want war. Yes.
True.
The point is, everything they do is an excuse to go shoot folks.
Yes, which is not something I necessarily want any part in, but...
Well, they ain't exactly come to us any business. I told them the gold and bonds thing would be on hold for a bit while we scrounge up some things and get our affairs in order, but still I ain't got no correspondence from them. So, again, that shows you how much they really care about anything business side of things outside of bullets and blood.
Sure. Makes sense. I suppose I shall ignore them, except for where they pop up around thieves.
No, don't ignore them. Just
No. I meant not actively pursue anything with them. Just,
I mean, even then, like
Sorry,
I said,
I misspoke.
It's all right. I mean, like I said, the last thing we do is we want to tip these folks off that we are trepidatious of them. Yes.
Fair.
Business is business. If they are looking for things like guns or whatever, just do business with them. Just always stress between any parties the neutrality. And if they decide that our neutrality and our word is not enough, and they put a bullet in you or some shit, then well, of course, business is cut, and that's it.
Makes sense to me.
But anyways, yes, this is a long time brewing between Mr. Pavel and the bastards and them. We all know what's coming, so just do our best to keep our heads down, help out both sides.
Very true.
Particularly try to do it when they don't see either side, because they, how people jump to conclusions.
Indeed. I do know that Mr. Cecil is still willing to lend his gun to that fight, so where he may be willing to be hired by us, he's not particularly company material at this time. His loyalties are still there. So
sure. All right. Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate again everything you've been doing, Mr. Abdul.
Oh, of course, sir. Of course, Mr. Quinton.
But it's going to be a slow roll. The company going to be slowly building up. But once things get a bit more regular and business out of state's all cleaned up, etc. Especially when the rumors on the wind is some changes coming around these parts, at least from the government ways. Once them changes come on down, there's going to be a whole bunch of business and things are going to be busy again.
Well, it will be interesting to see what they do and how it affects what we do.
Sure will be. Either way, cherish the slow times now, because sometimes you won't have the time to take a rest.
Indeed. Well, do you have anything immediate to keep an eye for that I could do? Or shall I just head back to Thieves and do my circuit of the job boards and just see what is what?
Yeah, I think just keep it quiet for now. Keep your eyes on folks. Try to get the temperature of Kerrigan's Ranch over there, yeah. But don't go poking your nose actively, obviously, into it. Just try to gather what you can.
Sure. We shall do what we can. Good to see you, Mr. Quinton. I will head back west.
Yes, good to see you as well, Mr. Abdul. As always, a pleasure to speak with you. Good job, etc.
Thank you, sir. I do my best.
Hopefully, sometime we will find some more folks to help out, and the labor isn't so intensive and burdensome on just you on your lonesome.
Yeah, that would be good. We shall see. It just depends on who we can find and who is interested and so forth.
Well, like I said, when them changes come on down, I'm sure we get plenty of prospects. New blood coming through, try to snatch him up, try to mold him.
Sure. Let's see if any are of a mind for business as we...
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you travel safe, yep.
Very good. Take care, sir. Now we go back to Riggs and figure out whether anybody has telegrammed. I can almost guarantee that Everett has not. Because it's only 9:42, and he seems to be mostly around late. Hades may have, because we've given her 20 minutes to do so, and if that was her Horseman Valentine, then she's sort of around there. I might telegram the boys and let them know we're in the market for some things, some guns. Although me being the one keeping them is gonna be tight. I don't think I have anything. There's folks here. What's the green do? Oh, it's Minnie. Oof.
How you doing, Abdul?
Doing well, sir. How are you?
It's Nate. I got a haircut.
Oh, so you did. So you did.
Yes.
Alaikum Abdul.
Hello, my friends. How go things with you?
I would just rob the bank.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, shot down forward law.
Good turnout?
We are alive.
That is a positive also.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's in Sisika. Minnie's in
Who's
Sisika.
that?
I do not know. I'm not sure who you were looking at.
I think it's just a local. I'm paranoid.
Did either of you come across anything interesting in your perusal of the bank?
Just a bunch of paper and gold. And cash. Oh, yeah.
Can be interesting, but only to the right parties. We're hanging. So we got Pilot here on the right. He's playing Nate. Pilot used to play Jack Doherty. And then the guy on the left is Grover, who's a friend of his. Well, my friends, I'm headed to Thieves. Is there
Have we
anyone I should keep an eye out for you?
No, I'm alright. There's some more in Blackwater. I don't know if you're wanted or not.
I'm not. It's probably unlikely that I ever shall be. But
Right.
You're a
time
smart
will only
man.
tell.
Right.
Easier to do business, my friend. If
That's right.
the law does not know who you are.
Let me ask
That's
you a
right.
question. What sort of business do you do, Abdul?
My friend, I am in resources. Whether that is The sort that gets you into the bank, or the sort that you take out of the bank, or the sort that help you in fighting your way out of the bank, should it come to that, if you get my meaning.
So you buy goods.
Yes, sir, and sometimes sell them.
What do you pay for, let's say, bank bonds?
Let me check. I do have my notebook on me.
All right.
For the papers, unfortunately, it is $20 per.
Oh, okay. All right.
So unfortunately, possibly a bit low than you might be able to get from someone on our job board.
No, it's fine. We have somebody who buys them at 25 per from us. Would you be able to do 22.5?
I'm going to say yes, I could.
Okay. What do you think,
Huh?
Grover?
I'm not a numbers guy. If it sounds good to you, it's fine.
Okay, let me think.
Listen, I'm more bronze than brain.
That's right.
Like,
Okay.
no, brawn. Fuck
Yeah.
that
All
bronze.
right. Let's do
Most
that.
of that bronze, I think, is dirt, my friend. Out of curiosity, how many do you have?
50.
50?
50.
Let me do the math.
It's 11.25, I believe.
I don't think I have that much lying around at the moment.
Okay.
Not in cash.
I got you. What do you have it in?
Well, I've got gems. Some in gems.
Okay. Think you could put it together?
I could, probably. If you were to come through thieves, I would be able to do some sapphires and some emeralds. And the rest in cash, I think.
Okay. That works. Are you just giving me these gems at store rate? Because I'll just go to the store and sell them to the store.
Well,
You know what I mean? Or what do you buy
I
the gems
do.
at?
I would normally buy sapphires for 40 and emeralds for 120.
Oh, so you do 20% on gems.
Hmm.
Okay. Let's do this. How about you buy my gems? How about that?
That can be doable for sure.
Okay. I'm going to pull this 25% with the other guy, and that's no problem with you, but if you're doing 20
No,
on
no
gems,
problem
I
at
could do
all.
that.
Sure.
All right, let me write this telegram.
I will be in thieves. I will get some cash there. What gem-wise do you have so that I know what to be prepared for?
I don't know. Here, just give me 1 second. I can tell you.
Sure. So, Pilot's been around for a while. Pilot played Jack Dougherty and did a lot of his own bank jobs and so forth. So, Pilot is very knowledgeable when it comes to a lot of this stuff. So the fact that he just knows offhand that it's 20% is pretty impressive, to be honest. Though I do actually have to go get I want to probably change my hair at some point. It's a long
Okay.
telegram. Mm-hmm.
Last one, sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. You are a capable man that I've seen. I've a bit I don't know the right word that I'm looking for.
I'm listening. You got a book of words there?
No, just my pricings again.
All right. Let's see what we have. Call your Grover. Can you call your horse? Know what was following us. Back here.
There he is.
Actually, wait a minute. That might have been useless. That was useless. But we could ride in a group of 3. Let's go ride. We gotta stop at the bank because that's where my jewel pouch is.
Sure,
Oh.
sure.
So Telegram boy's waving at me again. Your horse is up there. Gotta remember, they always run away to the southwest.
Do you know what? While we're at it, Nate.
Yeah, sorry, I keep getting pulled away.
No, it's fine.
I apologize.
What is your telegram number? I don't think I've ever gotten it.
OF 490.
Watch, we did. No, we did not. Good. And I have just sent you one.
Alrighty, let's see. Got it. Thank you.
Very good. I believe Mr. Quinton will also do business at the same rate.
Huxley?
Indeed.
Huh. The more you know. Are you partners with him?
Yes, indeed. We are the Flatneck Trading Company.
Really?
Mm.
Good for you.
There's a fellow out west named Winston Locke who is our third as well.
Oh, I know him. Good for you guys. Alright, we'll stop in town.
Sure.
Alright, let's pick it up. What's that?
Sorry, I'm not following you. I'm trying to get past.
What you got? What kind of horse?
Watch Pilot rob this guy just because.
I tried to get. My name's Ben.
Yeah.
Tried to dress. Like it, like outfit.
Yeah, that's alright.
Yeah, I'm from Dominican, but they usually out east.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's alright. Bye.
Goodbye.
We're just running over rabbits left and right. This is probably the closest I'll get ever to riding with Jack. And now I have a telegram.
How's it going?
Gotta stay away from the east in general. Saint Denis can be all right.
What the
Van
fuck?
Horn, don't go there. Annisburg, it's not really anything in Annisburg for you.
Grover. What? Did I?
Yeah. Yes. It's over there on my horse. Go grab it. Oh yeah, that's right.
Fucking weak.
How you doing, folks? Sorry to bother you. You didn't give it to me.
God damn it.
Yeah, slow down, brother.
No, I'm high speed. You know?
What are your two names?
So we got a bet. We got a bet. Oh, Mallory.
Mallory. Nice to meet you both. What do you both do?
Well, I'm currently starting up a sweets business, and
Bad boy, is that you?
And Nadine here. Well, she can speak for herself.
How are you, bad boy?
Oh yeah.
Mr. Mallory. Are you well?
I'm well. As you can see, I'm no longer a bad boy.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Just a Mr. Mallory now, eh?
Yes, yes.
Good, good.
What's Yeah, there's shop boys around.
It might be long. All right. Well, listen. If you're ever looking for work, I can give you my telegram. If you like it.
Nate just jumping in.
The type of work that makes you money. OF 490. All right. Best of luck to you. Enjoy the
How's
crossing.
things going?
Let's roll.
They're going very well. Very well indeed, my friend.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yes.
You just rolling through town, or you on your way to somewhere?
Yes, just rolling through, I'm afraid.
Okay, well, you take care.
You as well. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Why the fuck is everybody wearing a white hat?
I do not know, my friend.
What the hell is going on right now?
For context,
Yeah.
do you remember a story, perhaps that Pavel may have told you about a fellow who hid in a well?
No.
No. There was a shootout with some homesteaders
Yeah.
that Pavel took me and another fellow to. And the other fellow hid in a well. We were checking out the homestead because they had fired at Hades. And he wound up coming back. Pavel and I wound up coming back with the Dirty Boys. And from what I'm told, burnt the house down. Mallory would have been the fellow that hid in the well, got himself shot, and I wound up carrying him over to Strawberry and doing some medical things rather than being involved in the house fire. But he's not necessarily one that you probably want to have tagging along. He doesn't seem to have the nerve for it.
Lionel Mallory?
I do not know his first name. He was going by Bad Boy at the time.
Is that a guy with the blue neckerchief?
Perhaps. The fellow that was back at the bank, yes.
Yeah.
Let's cut left here. Pick it face up.
I mean, yeah. I saw us working, so.
Hello?
So, this is the quote.
Mm-hmm.
So you're paying it 20% over?
Yes. 35, 40, 55 for cut diamonds, 60 for uncut, and 120 for emeralds.
Oh, you guys charge different for cut and uncuts?
Uncuts store more easily.
Ah, I hear you. Right. Okay. So, well, okay. Well, that changes it a bit. I didn't know that. Most people just do. They just do it anyways. They just buy them at the same price across the board. Because I've got all cut.
Oh, all cut's fine. You can hold on to your diamonds if you'd like.
All right. Okay, so we'll start off with I got 3 cut emeralds, so a 20% markup. The emeralds go for $120, so right there that's $360. We then got 3 cut rubies, so that is $108 with 20% on top. We've got 5 sapphires, so that's $43.20 times 5, which is $216. 216.
You said, hold on, 3 emeralds.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Mighty fine.
How's Everett doing?
I know, you can ask him. He's over there.
Oh, he is?
He's alive.
He's alive. I'm Nate. The other day after what occurred, I ran to town to pick Everett up some supplies. So, I do all sorts of work. I hang around thieves every now and then. So, nice to meet you. Formally. Oh boy. Oh my god! What the fuck is wrong with you?
Don't get that close to my face.
Nate meets Faith.
Okay, you know what? That's okay. I
It's a
apologize.
protective thing.
All right.
Everett, can you hear me? I burped in his face. I might not be able to hear me.
Hello, Mr. Thompson.
How's it going, Mr. Everett?
He got
How
up
you
close
doing?
to my face, so I burped at him.
Let's see.
It was gross.
Part of that's true.
Breath was really bad.
That's just... it's just not true.
You said, how many rubies, my friend?
3 rubies, so 20% up. That's 43.20.
Be 105 plus 360, 465, and how many
money for
sapphires?
I've got 5 cut sapphires.
Of course. 200. To my numbers, that would be 565, I think.
Store price for the sapphires are 36, then 20% on top adds $7.20. So 36 plus 7 is 43.
So, what, 2? So the math would be
43 times 5, considering 43 each, is 215 for the sapphires.
250, 360, 105, 465, and 215.
Yosemite or Plum?
Do Yosemite.
Sounds like an even, is it 700?
Give me the rundown again. Grover, come here. I need you to write some shit down.
Oh, Lord. Alright, hold on.
Yeah, write this down. You ready?
Wait, give me a second.
216.
Hey, give me a second.
Motherfucker, let's go!
216 what?
Just 216. Remember
Alright.
that. So we got 3 cut rubies. Rubies are 36 each. It's times 3 with 20% up. 108. Add that. 216 plus 108 is 324. Write that down.
324.
And then 360 plus 324. 684 total. Wonderful. Now, what do you? What's the difference in price for diamonds?
It's 55 for cut, 60 for uncut.
Okay, that's fine. I got 3. So 55 times 3 is 165. Is that right?
I think so.
What was that last grand total I gave you?
Hold
You
on.
weren't
I gotta be
paying
second.
attention, were you?
No, I got it here. It's
Nope.
gonna be 216 plus 108 plus 324 plus 360. What was that last number?
Okay, so 684 then plus 165. So that is 849 total. Excellent.
Let me just check my hotel room.
Sure.
And I think we're good. I'm going to call it an even 850. I can do 750. Shoot. Mr. Nate.
Yes, sir.
I have a slight counteroffer for you.
Oh boy.
Here
we go.
I think you may like it, actually.
Oh, this better be a pump action, motherfucker.
350 in this.
You're fucking my math right now, you know that?
500 for the stick of dynamite. 350. If we say
You got yourself a deal.
If we say 850.
You got yourself a deal. There's Alden.
Cool.
That's you giving me all your cash.
Yes, it is. Hold on.
I'll take that though.
If you can see it,
I
so
see
much
it.
the better.
Smart man. You can parlay.
Good, good.
Good for you. All right. Let me work this out now in my own head. 'Cause
I figured
that
you might.
fucks up my
I figured
barrel
you might
flow.
have been in the need for it.
Aren't we all?
For your next one.
You're a smart man. You know that? You're a very smart man.
I try.
Very smart. All right. Let's see. So.
Tricky. Okay.
We're all good business-wise, Abdul. So I'm just gonna be standing here for a little bit,
Sure,
working numbers
sure.
with Grover.
Very good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, of course, my friend.
I can
of course.
promise you more business. All
I
right.
will take it.
Expect.
We're always up to something.
Yes, yes.
So 500 for that stick diamond, and he paid you 350.
Just gonna.
500 plus 350 should be 850, which is $1 more than his math, which is pilot. I trust him, I suppose. That's not what I wanted to do. Now I need to go get more boom juice though. Now we go ride the boards. Oh yeah. So we got 300 from Marius whenever we see him. I got a bunch of gems that I need to figure out how to get rid of. Which is maybe a Quentin question. Oh boy, here we go. That was funny though. Stop at rigs. Which I need to do. Five diamonds, 6 emeralds, 12 rubies, and like 11 sapphires. All cut. Cinematic. What are you shopping for? Doing around with the boards, see who you target me guys, and then I'm probably hoping Everett comes back with, yeah, I've got nitro. Making dynamite. Yeah, I gotta figure out what to do with them now. To a degree, it's just I have a bunch of money and gems now. But the problem is I gotta change it back in order to do stuff. We're nearing rigs, so we're gonna stop here. It's fortuitous we ran into him. But now I gotta get money. You make rings and amulets and stuff in RuneScape, if I remember right. How's it going, Shepherd? I feel busy, busy, and I don't like it.
Quite.
Rammy that was injured.
Such a shame. My husband will be leaving this afternoon on the very day of my arrival.
So, I hear the mayor keeps his wife locked up in the house night and day, like a common prisoner.
Hades is busy.
How do you do, sir?
Back into cinematic. Yeah, my brother actually still plays what they call RuneScape Classic now, which is yeah, what I would think of as actual RuneScape, because they've had a graphics update and some overhaul stuff since then, but it's also not the first like two-dimensional version. I played a fair amount, but I don't remember a whole ton anymore. I had a character named Joel Black that I wound up giving to my brother. And then a character named Fred Weasley, because you could fit Fred Weasley's name. Couldn't fit George. George was too long. Yeah, according to my brother, Classic doesn't exist anymore, actually. So it's just old school now. Old school and RuneScape proper, I guess. I should have telegrammed Quentin and asked him about the jewels. I forgot. Yeah. So 10. Man. These are not good today. Some of the big problem, of course, is I'm not going to be robbing banks to do any of the gold bar ones. So bonds aren't super interesting to me. And I don't really know what you do with gems. How you turn those into anything. I know occasionally jobs will pop up for cut diamonds and cut rubies, which is why I want to keep some of those around, but emeralds and sapphires and such, not so much. So Mr. Thompson is not so interested in the candle unless we can get it to him for 300 or 350, which is good because I just used it with Nate anyway. Because the amount that I actually had for Nate was only 750. So I was 100 short in cash. This hill is treacherous. We have fallen down it before. That was not a good time. Kind of nice that I remembered / was told you can set your point and then just let it take you there. Yeah, it's called the cinematic view. So Tenexian was hinting at an overhaul of the server in some way. It's going to bring in new people. Nothing there either. Oh, that's a different way. I don't think I've gone this way before. Wait, what is it? Well, why did it do that? Follow the road. Just goes right to the edge of the cliff and is like, now what do I do? Emerald. We go to the telegram station and we say, hey Quentin, what do we do with all of these gems? And then we go to the one in Saint Denis. Oh boy. I hear wolves. Hopefully they stay back there. More wolves. It's weird because I hear them, but I don't see them. Pull the map, we can see we're just chugging along. Oh, there's the wolves. Oh, tattooist. Hmm. Well, we're doing some rustling. Because there's no shine things to be done at the moment. You want to try the cream soda? It's in the fridge. Do you want me to go get it, or so do you want me to go get it, or? I think it's a twist off, but I don't remember. We got a fair amount of business done today, which is nice. Huh? Watching you decide is so funny. It's like when you tried the Moxie earlier. I don't not like it, but I'm not sure. Quarks makes one that's pretty good. Yeah, strawberry-ish. Are you a fan? No, you don't need to. I'll drink whatever you know. So Guru is like that. What would they do? to flat neck. Yeah. There's a horse on a fire there now. That's more than was there earlier. Why are there no pigs? What? Come on. I took this job because I knew they would be here. And now they're not here. That is no bueno. Searching the drawers. Yep, nothing in any of them. Probably nothing in the trash can either. Really what I'm doing is potentially giving the game a little bit of time to go, oh, there's somebody here. We should have pigs in that pen. Oh, it's a small trash can. That makes sense. Let's try a relog to see if that happens. If not, I may have to quit and open it again. We're just trying to force the game to go, oh, there's somebody here. I should spawn the things that should be here. Let's try a hard reset. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work, and we just go back to Thieves and call it a night. And then do it tomorrow. Come on, really? Yeah, I know. I'm as disappointed as you. Looks like it'd be an easy way to get started. Just go to Flatneck. Nope. I wonder where else the pigs will be. Sometimes there's a bald eagle up on this bridge. Hello? Hello, Soul?
Our friend earlier.
No.
I do not think so. No. Hello, Soul's friend.
Hello, my name's Nadine.
Nadine, it is good to meet you. My name is
Nice to
Abdul-Qadir.
You said you met a man called the Egyptian.
I didn't meet him. The Mallory guy was talking to him.
Oh,
well,
yes,
this
yes,
is
yes.
Yes, this is the Egyptian. He's a friend of mine.
Indeed.
Nice to meet
I
you.
do remember you. Nice to
I
meet
need
you.
to change my clothes.
Yeah, Mallory was just showing me around.
Very good.
So.
What are you doing, Circuit? You're what? I'm confused now. This is my horse, but it's not registered as my horse at the moment.
He ran away. I did shoot at him, though.
Who was it? If you
I
got
don't know.
anything.
I've never recognized him.
Gotcha. He was just behind you.
Oh, this is Nadine. She's a friend of mine.
Nadine.
Nadine.
It's Nadine, but she can't say it
Nadine.
right.
She's a friend of mine.
It's Nadine, but you can't
Yes,
say it
sir.
right.
Howdy, Everett Thompson.
Do you like my hair?
Nice to meet you.
I do like your hair. It's real pretty.
She's
You
terrible
will.
at introducing
Thank you.
people.
This is
Yeah.
Reno. He's the bitch who pisses me off.
Howdy.
Yeah, she's apparently asking someone to write a poem about how much you annoy her.
Lovely.
How much you spending on that, Soul? Too much?
$10.
Yeah, too much.
In
Worth
fairness,
fucking
Soul,
more than you.
you do a fair amount of annoying him right back.
You shut your truthful mouth.
Well, this to my left is Faith. He's a member of my posse and my lady.
They are a thing.
Hello.
By the way, howdy, Abdul. Good to see you.
You as well, Mr. Thompson. And Faith.
As you were saying, Nadine.
I was just gonna say howdy, nice to meet you. That's all.
Gotcha. Well, anything interesting going on today, Abdul?
I believe Nate Bennett hit a bank earlier, but other than that, not that I have heard.
Nate Bennett, you think you got anything good from it? Or do you know if you got anything good as far as guns go?
I do not believe so. He said bonds, gold, and cash.
Unfortunate.
Indeed.
Well, we're probably about to go out robbing and see what we can get. Anything you're looking to get your hands on, you're willing to buy?
Many things I'm willing to consider. I believe we are trying to build up the stock of navies and Litchfields.
Oh, I'll need to
stock-
buy something off you later.
Stock if possible, but yes.
Let's see. Well, if we have any extra items we're willing to offload, I'll shoot you a telegram.
I appreciate it, sir. I
Of
do have a quick question for the lot of you. What is the best place besides Flatneck Station to find pigs?
Valentine. Sometimes Emerald.
Why?
For jobs.
The fellow at the butcher's table over there is offering me some money to do so, and it is better than everything else I could find on the boards. So, which is a shame.
I thought you said peaks. Like a
Pigs.
cliff peak. Peak.
No,
Yeah, I thought you said peak
pigs.
for a bird.
No.
Yeah, besides Flatneck, I don't. There's that pig farm Next to Flatneck, down on the shoreline.
I will have to look there. I went through Flatneck. I know that sometimes there are pigs kept there, but not only was there not a pig in the pen, there was not a soul in Flatneck. It was unfortunate.
Yeah, it sure seems it. Does Flatneck still have that poker table there, or does it not
It
work
does.
no more?
Well, I don't know if it works, but it is there.
Gotcha.
I think it works, but I've not tried it.
Yeah, I remember playing poker there once, fucking well over 2 years ago now. Long time, I guess.
Indeed.
Anyways, we're going to Robbins. We're going to go ahead and get on out of here. If you see any log come through here, you mind sending me a telegram?
If I'm awake, I will do so. Yes.
Very well. Thank you, Abdul. Appreciate it.
Indeed, sir. My, the butcher is busy tonight.
I'll ask him if we need.
Maybe you guys want to join, feel free.
I'm actually probably going to drop the job.
Excuse me, ma'am. Were you the one that was shooting the bow in town earlier?
Howdy. Howdy.
Well, my friends.
Hello, hello. Stay safe, everyone.
Hello.
That might have been Jackson.
That had the bow and were shooting in town earlier and then started the whole scuffle. I know, I understand it, but either way, just say
No,
you're sorry
I've
at the
heard,
time.
I've heard you, but I'll say
Or you're gonna hear me the second time too. You rode out of town directly afterwards. Didn't say a word.
Faith is very pointed sometimes.
Thank you. That's all I had to say. What were your names again? Keep them on up. Honey, nice to meet you. What was it? Say it one more time, man.
Go ahead and stop the words. What did you say your name was? Yeah, well,
All right. We are back in the hotel room. I don't think we have anything to drop off. We just have to make money now. So, thanks for hanging. We'll be back on tomorrow at some point. But, yeah, I'll be on late tomorrow because I have a mental health day for work on Thursday. Just was in the office for a long time last week, and stuff this week has been busy with work. So yeah, just taking a day to prioritize not having to do anything, which of course means I'm probably going to spend most of it doing stuff, running around in Wild. But thanks for watching, thanks for hanging, thanks for chatting if you did. I will see y'all